Attention Space Pirates, the latest Space Pirate Trainer DX update from iLlusions Games has dropped, and boy, is it interesting. Ready, aim, fire, bots, droids, and your friends in the latest edition of the classic Space Pirate Trainer experience. This game had demos for the original Oculus 1 and Oculus 2. However, this latest edition was just a basic upgrade to the game, contained 2 new modes. So what is Space Pirate Trainer DX? It's a virtual reality experience like you've never seen. It's basically real-life laser tag, played in a VR setting. It takes people to local tennis courts, ballrooms, warehouse floors, soccer fields, anywhere they can to obtain a 33 by 33 foot space to play. Basically consists of you running around as you were playing real laser tag with your friends. You can do this virtually through Wi-Fi, you can do it one-on-one versus bots. This brand new arena mode is part 1 of a massive update that just dropped. Additionally, part of the update was Versus, where it basically puts 2 space pirates against each other in a new multiplayer spin on the original Space Pirate Trainer experience. They also still include Solo, which is the classic Space Trainer experience. However, this new update is literally just that, just an update. It's not a separate game, it's not a new purchase, it's just an upgrade to the already growing and budding experience that is Space Pirate Trainer. I went down to my local community center and reserved a basketball court to try this out, which proved to be difficult in itself. But once I was playing, it was really a unique experience that brought me back to my childhood days of running around an area playing laser tag with my friends, something I know that we've all enjoyed. While the Versus and Solo modes can easily be played at home, Arena is best experienced in a large space. Again, my reference of the basketball court took me a minute just to map the floor. So the Guardian settings for the Oculus actually max out at about this 10 meter by 10 meter area, proving it difficult to create a space that large, let alone find one to use for a VR experience like this. Now, I wasn't able to experience the co-located arena mode, which is basically playing against friends or people online, but I did play against bots, and I'll show you some footage here in a second.
Threat level increased.
Outside of Arena, the co-located space is another mode that was super interesting. You can actually sit on each side of the arena, combat drones and space entities making their approach on you while you take them out solo, like the traditional gameplay, or now with this added new co-op mode. The biggest highlight from this update is the arena mode. Fighting in a 10 by 10 space in VR, running around in reality is incredible. Your arms move the way they're supposed to. Your feet actually move. You think you can lean on the environment. You try to hover behind, any kind of cover you can to take out these drones or potential other space pirates. But man, it's just an incredible feeling and an absolute blast. So the aesthetic and feel, basically very similar from the original Space Pirate Trainer game. Nothing really changed there. The guns are there, the bots are a little bit different, but the basic mechanics are the same. You actually get a shield on your left hand and your gun on your right hand. I'm sure these preferences can be changed, but it felt a little unusual. The shield wasn't exactly as big as it probably needed to be. The timer on the shield seemed to go away very quickly, and the gun itself didn't have any other fire modes besides just the single burst. And that's fine, but I could see why people would want more. The main game itself has so many other modes between burst shots and pulse beams and everything else in the world. It seems odd that they limited it to just one single shot. Now, running around the space felt incredible. It felt like you were actually there playing laser tag with your friends. But you did run into the walls, into the Guardians, in my example, a volleyball net. But regardless, you can actually still feel a little cramped inside this 33 by 33 foot space. If you're not aware how big the space really is, think about half of a tennis court. According to iLusion's games, that's exactly the ideal space. So half a tennis court, you can do a little bit of hiking in there, but it's really not going to be the full-blown sprints that you think, you would imagine playing actual laser tag, with your friends back in the day. But graphically, the 5 levels you're supplied were fantastic. And actually, I've learned that you have the ability to create custom maps and custom experiences that your friends can also contribute to, which is interesting again. So there's a lot of potential there for a really attractive, really unique looking environment, but you have to have the space, which I don't think every person will, which again makes more sense as to why they chose to create this as an update to the game opposed to its own separate game. They've already got a large buy-in experience, a lot of users here dating as far back as the Oculus One, which really does mean that most everybody that has an Oculus probably does have this game. The demo is engaging enough that hooked me for $10. I believe there is a price hook coming soon in the September 2021 timeframe, so please be aware of that. But if you have the space, again, about half a tennis court, and you have the ability to play this game, I would highly suggest checking it out, especially if you have friends that do have an Oculus. One odd point to make here is that you do have to have internet access to support matchmaking. The devs have said that they've gotten away with this by just putting a hotspot on one of their phones in their pockets, and that's been sufficient enough. But it is an experience that lasts for 10, 20, 30 minutes at a time. I mean, I was exhausted after 20 minutes, but I could definitely play more. Overall, I think the game's got a lot of potential. I think it has a lot of legs to move around. A lot of customization and new things that can come. Graphically, it's there, and the gameplay is about as good as you want or can expect from a game like this. If you've enjoyed this review, want to hear more, and for everything else, stay right here on the channel.